the big, beautiful bill. So everybody's wanting to know, okay, is the world going to come to an end because of it, or is the world honestly going to get better? Well, as usual with Washington, there's some things that are good and there's some things that are not good. First thing is the 2017 tax cuts were made permanent. They were scheduled to run out. And that's huge because the main thing that happened is 90 some odd percent of Americans take the standard deduction, do not itemize. And the 2017 raised the standard deduction super high. And so it keeps you from having to pay federal income tax for a whole bunch of you at all, just because you get this huge standard deduction.
That's some real savings for most people.
And they increased it another $1,500 in 2025, not for 24, but for 25, which when you file next year, you'll see that. And it's going to continue to increase adjusted for inflation. So that's a nice thing there. So it makes the income tax filings be fairly easy for most people. No taxes on tips and overtime. A politician kept a campaign promise. Note this. It's fairly unusual. Doesn't happen much. He dreamed that up and everybody went bonkers, and they actually did it. Now, it's got limitations to it. The bill adds a tax deduction of up to $25,000 for income from tips. So you don't pay taxes on that.
And that's not dollar for dollar, but it will reduce your taxable income by that much.
Exactly.
Which is helpful. That's still a few $1,000 for most people that work on tips.
Yeah, and it's only for 3 years, 25 through 28, and then it expires. The deduction phases out if you make over $150,000 a year or $300,000 for couples. Same thing for overtime. It phases out on that and is only for 3 years. And the bill adds a tax deduction of up to $12,500, $25,000 for couples for qualified overtime wages. So that's good. That's good. That's a move. Trump accounts, babies born from the start of 25 to the end of 28 would receive a $1,000 Trump account deposit. Where is that going?
It goes into it's managed by the Treasury, and there are no tax advantages like there would be with a 529 plan or a Roth IRA. So the best part is the free $1,000.
It's just $1,000.
You get $1,000, and that it'll have compound growth. I'm not sure how they're investing it. I'm not sure how much control you'll have.
Like none.
But it does have restrictions, and you have to withdraw it at a certain time and all that kind of stuff. But it can be used for college, home buying, starting a business.
It's $1,000 one time. It's useless.
Yes. So I was excited at first,
and they're handling it.
Because I thought this could replace Social Security.
Political BS,
but it's not enough.
Student loan overhaul. I'm not going to get into that. Don't take student loans. Okay. Auto updates. Those who buy American-made new vehicles can deduct up to $10,000 a year in interest on the auto loans. And that deduction phases out if you make more than $100K or $200 for couples. The bill ends a $7,500 tax credit for the EVs. We knew that was coming. We knew Elon was pissed.
All right.
Bill ends tax credits for rooftop solar, geothermal heat pumps, and other energy-efficient home devices at the end of 2025. If you're going to do any of that and want the federal tax credit for that, you do it by the end of this year, installed and paid. Can't just be contracted for. Has to actually be done by the end of the year. Medicaid reduction. The bill creates a tax deduction of $6,000 for seniors for 3 years, 25 to 28. The deduction decreases if you make more than 75 or 150,000 for couples. Currently, no proof of work is required to receive Medicaid. The bill requires by the end of 26 most adults who do not have children younger than 14 to document 80 hours of work to get Medicaid.
That's per month.
Volunteering or training.
Not a week. Don't worry, guys.
Or something. Yeah.
So that's about a part-time job right there.
Yeah.
20 hours a week.
Well, I mean, you actually have to be doing something, to get this welfare.
For able-bodied adults.
Exactly. Yeah. SALT deduction, SALT, that is, this bill raises the current cap on the state and local taxes that people in high tax states have to write off on their federal returns from to $40,000 from $10,000 that you can write off if you live in one of those income tax states. Charity deduction bill lets you write off up to $1,000 whoopee of your donations, $2,000 for couples starting in 26, even if you take the standard deduction.
All right,
that's new, but it's a whole $1,000 whoopee, no big deal. Tax credit for children, $2,000. It raises it to $2,200 and adjusts for inflation after that. So that continues as part of the 2017 bill. HSA, more people are eligible, and money can be used for more expenses like gym memberships.
That's a cool one.
That's neat.
I'm a big fan of the health savings accounts.
529 can be used for more expenses like tutoring or dual enrollment fees, workforce training after high school.
This is great for the trades.
Mike Rowe will love this. The trades will be kicking up. That's good. Basically, a bunch of little tiny stuff. There's no big, beautiful thing in here.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of nickel and dime stuff. I mean, the top tips, I think the big one's no taxes on tips and overtime. It raises the debt ceiling by $5 trillion, which estimates are that'll probably last about the time that Trump is in office. And then they'll have a bump into the ceiling again. There's not anything in here that's going to change your life.
Here, there's some tax cuts. So if for the people that were doing well,
the best thing that they did, the biggest thing, and it's kind of quiet on this, the way this is written up, is that they just made permanent the 2017 stuff, which is really big stuff.
Yeah.
In 2017, the thing they did do for those of you that run a small business is they brought the R&D write-off back. Thank God. If your business is under 31 million annually, you can start immediately taking your R&D tax credits back. That had been in place for like 75 years and went away 2 years ago.
Weird.
Because they didn't renew it because Congress sat on their thumbs, which they usually do. And so small businesses were getting slammed because they lost a huge depreciation issue on R&D. I know I did. If your business is more than 31 million, it's still coming back. If you're, like ours is about 300 million, so we don't qualify. And so it's still coming back, but we're going to have to wait till like 26 or 25 for it to show up. So big, yeah, beautiful,
bill, sure.
It's a bill.
I'll give him that.
It's a bill.